Yo, 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 what's going on, my people? It's your girl, Ryder Creator, coming back with another one. So today, I wanted to dive into, I hope this don't make no noise, but today I wanted to dive into the case of a young man by the name of Daniel Robinson. I've been on this case forever and ever for probably over 2 years now. But I just wanted to go back over it, refresh people that do not know about this case. Just tell y'all how I'm feeling about it. If anybody has their own feelings about it, you're more than welcome to put that in the chat. Hey, babe, how are you, Josh? It's good to see you, love. How are you today? How are you feeling today? Um, so it's good to see you, sweetie. So, oh, hey, you know. Hey, I remember you from Daniel's dad's channel. So yes. But anyway, right? So it's time that I just wanted to go back over this case again. I wanted to remind people of where I'm at with it, and you're more than welcome. You said you started that case on YouTube. Really? Yup, yup. But yeah. So I've been on this for like 2 years, but hopefully he was on my panel. That's what's up. That's beautiful. So yeah, uh, I don't really want to say too much, but um, I don't have the privilege of doing things like that because I feel like I'm being looked at from the side eye because of the type of thing that I do. So my channel is actually dedicated to people helping people find their spiritual power. That's what my real channel is about. I mean, I might go other places with it, but that's what my channel is really mainly for. So, I actually use this platform to help fill in the blanks for people that in which law enforcement has not helped them to find missing loved ones or, you know, to find information needed to solve cases to deal with their loved ones. So that's what I do. I use my spiritual power to fill in the blanks. And I just wanted to go over the things to make people think outside of the box or tell me if they agree or disagree with my theories or whatever. We could hash this out together. But that's what I'm here to do today. And I'm kind of here to just throw mild hints or whatever about. So you said, I know what you do. I've been watching you because you use call Daniel your brother. Yes, yes, I call him my brother from another mother. Yes, my man Dan 100 grand. Yes. So anyway, yes, yes. And I dare to say that I was pushed by a higher power to do this today because I discovered something, I think it was 2 days ago. The last live that I seen Daniel's father do, um, I discovered something that I told someone from I guess it's the tip line. I told someone connected to this case specific information on March the 28th on the tip line or the thing where you can leave a message directly to them or whatever about what happened. I left a message on March 28th of 2022 and it specifically said something. And then when I just seen now, that was 2 years ago. So 2 years ago, I was told to say this and say that this would, for some reason, that this would make them believe me about what I do. Now, I didn't know how, I didn't know why. This is just what I was instructed to do. But now, 2 years later, 2 days ago, I was watching um, that Dan's dad finally got more information and maybe photos from the fake crash site dealing with Daniel. And something that he said that I don't know if he said the rancher said that it looked staged or if he said that an investigator, I don't know who he said, but when he said it looked staged, and at the point where he was talking about if it had rained, the water would have washed underneath him, and he said it was two things under either a tire or the front part of the Jeep, And one of those two things is something I told him about 2 years ago. So now it made it make sense. So I just wanted to touch on that. But yeah, I can't go in but so far because I'm hoping that I don't know. I'm hoping that someone tries to bring this to this person's attention, or this person double checks what I'm saying. It was on March 28th, 2022. I left it on a voice memo on that number, that tip line number. I left it on a voice memo, and it should still be there if you didn't erase it. So you can see that I'm not lying about that. And that was 2 years ago. And 2 years later, now I understood why I was told to say that and what I was told to say. It's so crazy. Like, you don't know. Everything is in divine timing. You don't know what things spark your mind, and you don't really know what for. But it's important when things pop out the clear blue in your mind, make sure you record them, document them, or something like, yup, yup, yup. Thank you so much, you knew. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, so yeah, so but it's important for people that are interested in understanding their spiritual power, because we're all born with spiritual power. Um that when things pop in your mind out the clear blue, that's usually your higher self. It might seem like just a thought, a random thought, but usually when it comes out the clear blue, it is your higher self recognizing something that you did not know that would be important. So always when stuff happens like that, always document it, record it. Like if you have a voice recorder on your phone, record it just to be sure, because you never know what you need this information for. And usually it will show up later, you know? It's not in your timing, it's in God's divine timing. So anyway, I wanted to get started to just remind people of the whole. Okay, so who are the usual suspects for this case? I'm just going by the people that they had got some type of statement or something from, which will just from what I remembered. I'm just going off of memory. I'm not like looking at papers, but I got stuff like that on my channel if you wanted to go back and check. But yeah, so um I'm just going off of memories. So I remember the first person that they talked about and connection with Daniel is Caitlin. So Caitlin is a young lady. Caitlin is a young lady who I believe that Daniel, for lack of a better term, hit that. Okay. I just can't come up with a better term right now. I believe he hit that. And I believe that she was trying to keep that on the low. And that is the reason why she seems so suspect, because people could sense that she's lying, but they don't understand about what. So they thought that she is the main suspect and is connected to Daniel's disappearance. But I don't agree, because I just believe that she is lying. I understand why people feel that way. She is lying. And she foul for trying to make it like Dan is obsessed with her, when you was the person that was telling him it's okay to come through and get his stuff that he left at your house. Like, it's a long story, but the reason why people think that this woman Caitlin has something to do with it is because she lied to create a narrative that Daniel was like thirsty and obsessed for her. But my thing is, when I heard it from the beginning, even when I didn't have all the details, I just automatically understood that Daniel hit that. I'm sorry. Excuse me for the lack of better terms, but I understood he got some from that girl. And even when she was just trying to paint a narrative, and I didn't even get to the other witnesses' statement that where Daniel told him somebody that he got some from her. But this is before that even happened. And she's the first witness on the police report. I know people don't respect the police report, but it's not about what's in there. It's about reading in between the lines of what's in there, what's not in there, what you can make out from what people had to say, and the little bit of information that they submitted. Now, what I did not like about this is that they allowed Caitlyn to present the police with whatever she wanted to as far as texts go. There were deleted texts. She just like picked and chose what text to present to the police to try to show her contact with Daniel, which I thought that was very odd. But the biggest thing is, why didn't the police themselves get a detail? Hold on, let me look at this because I wrote something down about that. So why didn't authorities get detailed phone records from the phone company that first of all marks Daniel's location during 622, 623, if it's anything after, but 622, 623, and on if it's anything available with the phone. Why didn't they do the correct phone forensics on Daniel's stuff to where they could watch what towers it was pinging off of, who was being called, if it was text messages, what text messages were being um, sent? Because things like that in this world of social media nowadays, things like that are out in the I guess internet atmosphere, they never disappear. So it was said that Daniel's phone was wiped clean, but that can't stop the phone company from what they have recorded as what texts were sent and received from Daniel's phone. So even though the police didn't do this, I feel like Daniel's camp or Daniel's dad or the organization connected to Daniel's dad's organization to find Daniel, I feel like they should really take this approach. They should try getting in touch with the phone company themselves, trying to get detailed message. I know they got some voicemails, okay, that actually play into something as far as I'm concerned, but I can't release that right now because that's kind of will be important information that I don't want to put out to the masses. If I ever I have put it in something else that I've sent over there too as well. But yeah, so I don't feel comfortable putting that out because it could play a role in catching who's responsible. So um, what was I saying about? Yeah, so I feel like Daniel's camp should definitely get in touch with the phone company that Daniel was with, whoever's playing, because I'm assuming they on a family plan because it's a big family, and I'm assuming you know how we do. We've been trying to save money, so I'm assuming he's on there with somebody in his family so that that bill could be cheaper. So whoever it was, they could get in touch with the phone company and request the records. And if it costs money to go back 2 years, you could just pay the little money. It's not going to be a lot of money, but you could go back and see what actual text messages were sent and received from Daniel's phone on the days of 622, whatever, however early you want to go to. If you wanted to go to 620 to 624 or whatever, however you want to do it. But yeah, it might cost a little bit because it's been so far, so long ago, but it's worth the money because it'll really give you some information on what's going on. Also, I don't know if this had been done, but it's very important that it be done. I feel like Daniel's financial information, how he spent his money, like his bank records or his if he has credit cards, his credit card records, should be looked at. And with a bank, and if it's with a bank, they go back as far as 5 years. You might have to pay for it, but it's not that much of what you have to pay for. Like it'll be like $5 per page. So all you have to do is request the I feel like financial records from however long you think it should be done from, like, because bank statements usually come or credit card statements usually come with a monthly statement. So if your bank starts on, let's say, 6/17, then get the monthly statement that starts from 617 to 717, or the credit card statement that starts from 617 to 717. Well, however it's broken down, get those statements because they're very important. You don't know what was going on with this young man's um, credit cards or debit cards or his bank accounts from that time. I remember they were supposed to be getting those records, but it's very important that you get those records because anything could be happening. And I feel like that's very important to the case. So, all right, so let's get back to what I was saying before about the suspects. So, all right, so Caitlin, everybody feels that Caitlin is the main person that's responsible. Oh, I was watching this guy, John Q, and he was putting up a picture one time of this guy that Caitlyn had dated, and it looked like Daniel's damn twin, y'all. I lie to you not. It looked like Daniel's twin. I thought it was Daniel. He put up the picture of the girl and the man, and I was like, that's Daniel. He's like, no, that's not Daniel, Rob. I'm like, are you serious? It looked just like him. So they're like, that's what I said. That's what he said. And so she already had a taste for the chocolate. And I believe that she chose Daniel when he got some from this woman because he looks like somebody she used to deal with. I don't know if that used to be her boyfriend or if that used to be a casual lover, but he looks just like somebody he was with. I mean, he looks just like somebody that Caitlyn was with. Excuse my French or what I said. I didn't mean to say that like that. Daniel looks exactly, and I mean exactly, like somebody that Caitlyn had been with. So, yeah, I just want to bring that up. So I automatically knew that it was some type of sexual situation between the two of them before they even got to that part of the police report where somebody divulged that information. I just knew it. From the minute she was saying that something about the way the woman Caitlyn was acting and what I don't know. It was just like the text message did not come together right. And you could tell things had been deleted, and the way that she was trying to paint this narrative like Daniel was just obsessed with her and can't get enough of her. Now, what other reason would a man be obsessed with a woman and can't get enough of her? Okay, that is my answer right there. And I kept saying, no, Daniel got some of that. I kept saying that in this chat. This lady was reading a police report. I kept saying, I swear, Daniel got some of that. And they like laughing. I'm like, I'm serious. That's what happened. Then later on in the police report, they said, I forgot who it was. Was it this guy named Antonio, I think? That was one of Daniel's friends that Daniel had told him that he got some from her, that they hooked up or something. So I knew that from the very beginning. It just made sense. That would have made the weirdness of this whole thing make sense. So now the next person I think they talked to was Kenneth. Now, so the next person they talked to was the guy Kenneth. And Kenneth, this is the thing about these people. You gotta pay attention to. I knew that Kenneth was lying, but why I did not know. Because now I was suspect of Kenneth and the next person that I'm about to bring up. But yeah, I was suspect of Kenneth and the next person that follows him, I believe. So I knew Kenneth was lying, but I didn't know why. Now, I just automatically from the reading of the police report, the parts that they have there, um, I just had the feeling that Daniel never showed up. It's like a combination of the dad, what the dad said, and what Kenneth said that led me to believe that Daniel never showed up for work on 6/20/23, 6/23/2023. No, 2021. My bad. 6/23/2021. Daniel never showed up. I kept telling the people that are at this channel, I kept telling them, not this channel, the site where you could leave information. I kept saying I got the strongest feeling. Now I just felt this before we later find out with the messages that match that it is very obvious that Daniel never showed up for work on 6/23/2021 because when he got those phone calls, the voice message was Kenneth calling, or yeah, Kenneth calling saying, hold up, it's been some type of accident at work where some type of main broke and there's water or fluid everywhere, and he's not going to be able to come into work today. He was telling Daniel, don't come into work, and he will call him if when he can come into work. So if Kenneth never called back, that is obvious evidence that Daniel had off on 6/23/2021. He never came into work. So the whole lies that Kenneth is making up about this was going to be the biggest story ever and all this foolishness, all that was for nothing. That's to cover up for somebody else, but he was never there. If you listen to what Mr. Robinson recovered as far as the voicemails, you will see that Daniel never came to work because Kenneth never called him back to come into work. Right, right. So, yeah, when you check that out, that's gonna make sense. I'm just trying to help out in this situation. Just stop looking at me sideways and just listen to what I have to give. You know, I'm here. I was put on this earth to help people fill in the blanks when law enforcement are failing them and when they are not getting enough information to be able to put something together. That's what I'm great at. That's what I excel and I'm excellent at. Okay. So, so, um, so I then once I said, okay, so now that I know for a fact, once Mr. Robinson uncovered them voicemails, the voicemail from Kenneth, now I'm like, now I know for a fact that Daniel never showed up for work on 6/23/2021. So if it was a true picture that the police was telling him at a gas station, it was not of Daniel because he did not come into work. So anyway, um, yeah, so keep that in mind. So it was not of Daniel. If that's Daniel's license plate on that uh, grainy stuff, then that tells you it's some type of foul play going on. Now, all right, so then the next person, if I'm not mistaken, is Roger. Now, this is my suspect number one. This is who I believe is the problem. And everybody was looking the other way with Caitlin, but no, they should have been looking directly at Roger. Because if you listen to what he had to say in the police report, it does not make sense. He is almost telling you that he is the person that is responsible for the reason why Daniel is missing. So he goes to tell the police, first of all, yeah, let me just try to remember everything he said. So he said that that he works at the place where Daniel reports to when he finishes out his field work. He's a field. Oh, and another thing about that, when he said, I work in the office and he's just a field. Like I felt like he was being a snobby little mother effer, trying to look down on Daniel. Now, another thing, another piece of useless information that he gave about Daniel, or trying to make himself, no, about the narrative that he tried to create for himself and about Daniel. So he says, yes, that he knew Daniel when Daniel first moved around here. When he first came around here, him and his woman let Daniel stay at his house, and he took him in and all this stuff. And he had his sister over for Thanksgiving, and he gave Daniels like all this useless information. Why are you telling the police this about why Daniel is missing? What are you doing? So he's talking about he gave Daniel and Daniel's sister furniture for their house and or whatever. And he was trying to make the police seem or feel like he's some type of good guy, which tells me that I need to zero in directly on this mother effer. Okay? That's how I think. When a person is busy trying to make me look away from them, I'm going to look straight up into your soul because I know I need to be looking at you. So that's what he did. So, so, okay, that's one thing that I did not like about, that's one or two things that I did not like about Roger, straight off the bat. This is what he led with, telling the police this, that he was such a good guy that took Daniel in and gave him a place to stay when he had no place to stay, and they still stayed close friends, and they went out for lunch and all this different stuff. Now he went out for lunch supposedly with Daniel the day before Daniel disappeared. Supposedly, okay? I want y'all to pay attention to what is in that police report. It might be a lot of stuff that's taken out, but pay attention to what's in there and read in between the lines of what is in there. So, from what I remembered, all of this is right off of the top of my head because my memory is impeccable. Like, this is from 2 years ago. So what's another thing that I had a problem with? I had so many problems with the things that Roger had to say. So he said he went out to lunch with Daniel on 6/22, I believe, of 2021. And he said that they talked about, oh, so he brought up that he just lost his father. Ooh, I meant to turn that off. So he brought up that he just lost his father, which gives me uh almost a narrative into what type of frame of mind he's in. So this man is on edge. He just lost his father. Okay? Um, he just lost his father. He's grappling with that. And I would assume, me believing the type of person that Daniel is, Daniel was trying to be there for him because he just lost his father. Now, for all we know, when Daniel and him went out, this could have been 6/23, 2021. That Daniel had the day off. So he could have made an appointment to hook up with Roger and go to lunch because he knows Roger just got back in town from his dad's service, and he knows that he's feeling away because he lost his father. So I know for a fact that if Daniel and Roger were together, either 6/22 or 6/23, I know that Daniel would have been trying to be a true friend to him and be around him and just let him know that he got friends if he need a friend, if he needs somebody to talk to. Okay? So, as he's telling the police, he's saying something, and I want y'all to go back and see what I'm talking about. I'm not lying to y'all, nothing I'm saying. So, as he's telling the police his story, he says that Daniel was asking stupid questions. Now, this lets me know into his real frame of mind. So he's not just on edge, he's ready to snap because he just lost his father. And now he is highly agitated with Daniel for trying to be there with him, talking about Daniel was asking stupid questions. Keep up, y'all. This is what he said in the police report, y'all. And they just grazed over it and don't have no suspects. This is ridiculous. So anyway, so yes, and I promise y'all go look at that any redacted police report, whatever. This is in there. This is Roger's statement. Now, he then tells that that he said what I can't remember exactly. He says that he said something like somebody said that you're just being arrogant and you're being an ASS or whatever the way that you are um coming at me or something like that, right? And then this is what I believe, that Roger painted that to be what I feel like he painted it to say that this is what that the person was being insensitive to the other person. And he said that as if he was saying that to Daniel. But I don't believe that's what it was. I believe Daniel, but you'll see it in the report what I'm talking about. I believe that Daniel was saying this to Roger. And he just flipped that. So it could be true, but it just wasn't from Daniel to him. It was from him to Daniel or something. You understand what I'm saying? So he was highly agitated. He was on edge, ready to snap because his dad just died. And Daniel was trying to be there for him as a friend. And I believe that he lost his SHIT and did what he did to Daniel. I really believe that. I really, really believe that. And I believe if you read what is in the police report, anyone who breaks this down of what Roger has to say will see the same thing that I see. Now that I gave y'all everything that you need to look at, if you look at it now with the open mind to say, okay, break down every statement that Roger had to say. And then on top of that, he goes to Daniel's sister house before anyone knows that Daniel is missing. Okay, let's come on with it. So yeah, I listen to Daniel's dad channel. Yes. Huh? What you say? Or are you listening to Daniel's dad channel? What you mean? Um, no, this is off of my memory from 2 years ago. Yo, I have every case that I have ever worked on my channel in my brain, my opinions, my evidence of why I believe this person or that person did this or this person is lying, my theories, everything that I feel about every case, every situation in my brain. My brain is an endless computer, an endless, limitless bolts of information that I have on file in my brain. My brain works just as good as a computer. I don't forget nothing. I don't forget nothing I don't need to forget. You know what I'm saying? It'll sit right at the front of my brain. If I find something suspect, it'll sit right at the front of my brain, kind of on the side for whenever I need it. And whenever I need it, I can just reach in the file and get it. That's how my brain works. What you say? Do you have the report or just listen to Daniel's dad channel? Um, I didn't never know that Daniel's dad went over the report because Daniel's dad is highly against what's in the report. So he don't listen, he don't talk about the report on his channel. I listened to his no, I literally had the report. That's on my channel too. You can find it, but it's way back there, probably like a year and a half ago. Like I have the report printed out on the three people that I feel like is suspect and why I feel they're suspect. I done broke all of this down a year and a half to 2 years ago, and it's there. I have the police reports, and it might be titled "The Police Reports and Why I Believe Roger is Guilty." I might have literally titled it that because this is how long I've been thinking that. So I didn't get it from the dad because the dad doesn't believe in what is in the police report, but it's not about what is believable. It's about the information you get when you read between the lines of what this person is saying, what this person is not saying, what this person is trying to cover up and really say what this person really means when they're saying this instead of what they really want to say. It's so many things to the psychology of people. So yeah. Yeah, but you could just type up Daniel Robinson case police report. It will come right up. And you could go right to the file and read it and tell you the different people that's on there And why? And it starts off with Caitlyn. Caitlyn is the first person they have on the list the last time that I looked at it. But that was like a year and a half to 2 years ago. But yeah, Caitlyn is the first person on the list. And so everybody tends to think that Caitlyn is the one who's responsible for Daniel being missing, but that's not where I'm thinking, okay? Because I just feel like she just was trying to cover up. I feel like she probably had a significant other, or she was had a living guy that she lives with, that like a living boyfriend or a living situationship. And so she tried to create an illusion that her and Daniel were not what happened. Like her and Daniel did the darn thing. They got intimate. Daniel got that, and that's what it was. She tried to create a scenario like she never gave him none, and he just started turning into this crazed man that was so obsessed with her for no reason. I already knew from the very beginning that he got some. Like I kept saying that in the audience when somebody was reading the police report. Because the first time I heard it from somebody else, the police report. And so I got to hear everybody with a listening ear, the different people that were interviewed and what they had to say. And I went with the people that popped out to me as suspect. And that was Kenneth, um, Daniel, I mean not Daniel, my bad. Kenneth, Roger, and uh Antonio at first. But I don't know why. I don't know if it was Antonio, but it could have been Antonio. But I don't know why I thought Antonio was suspect. But when I heard Kenneth and Roger, those are the two I was stuck on. Like I knew Kenneth was lying, but I didn't know why. I never thought that Daniel came in on 6/23, 2021, which I later found out that's true because we later got the voicemail. So that is true. Daniel never came in. Now, um, I also thought that Roger, because of all those things I just told you, you said it is redacted or is it unredacted? It could be redacted or unredacted. You just got to read between the lines of what is there. This is how you use your spiritual power. This is for everyone that's sitting here listening to this right now. This is the way you use your spiritual power. Matter of fact, you could use this every day in your everyday conversations with everyone you talk to. This is what the police use when they interview people and get suspects and all this stuff. So they talk to people and question them, and they let the people give them their answer. Now, they treat them as if they believe their answer, but your job as a police officer or investigator or something like that is to read between the lines of what they are not saying. How were they looking at you when were they giving you eye contact when they were giving you your answer? Could they look you in the eye when they were giving you your answer? What I wish I could have heard the voice of the because they have something where, and I don't know if it's only in Arizona, but when I seen the police report. They had something where you could actually listen to the interviews. If I could have did that, oh my God, it's no telling what I would have picked up on. It's no telling because now I hear the tenor in their voice, the state of their emotions. What were they sounding like? Were they nervous and paranoid that the police were going to find out that they were lying when they were talking to them? Like now, I just wouldn't even just know what is on a piece of paper and read between the lines of that. Now I would be reading in between the lines of their emotion along with what they're saying, and that could have told me so much more. So yeah, I wish I did hear that. But you needed some type of code or something to hear that. Because I tried to listen, but they said you needed some type of code. I ain't had a code. So yeah. But you said you have great intuition when it comes to people and yes, and in general. Yes, and everybody has this, but people don't pay attention to this. Like you knew. When is your birthday, love? When is your birthday, if you don't mind me asking? Or what sign are you? Daniel's dad was on my panel before anybody else on YouTube. Okay. Okay. I remember you from the dad's channel. I didn't even know you had a channel, but now I know. So I will be checking you out too. But yeah, I only knew you from February the 22nd. Heck yeah. So you're half Aquarius and half Pisces, which are two of the most powerful signs on the whole astrology chart. Okay. So let me say the Pisces is the most powerful. Yes, the Pisces is the most powerful to me of all the 12 astrological signs, because the Pisces is the 12th and final astrological sign, which means it has all the power of all 12 signs running through it. All the 11 ones that came before it is running through it. So at any given time, you can pick up on using the power of all these other signs that you have in you, and you can use those gifts to decipher and see things that other people would not be able to see. And what's so funny is that I am a Cancerian, right? So yes, and so I am a Cancerian, which is our our gifts are, we are the moon child. So it means that we are ruled by the moon. And now the moon stands for hidden things, hidden gifts, hidden talents, hidden anything, right? And we have all of that, of all 12 signs running through us. So it's the hidden gifts of all 12 signs. And I literally feel like if I'm just standing in the energy of someone who is gifted in a different way than I would have felt that I'm gifted, I can literally pick it up just from being in their energy. If you understand what I mean. See, you might understand exactly what I mean because you're a Pisces. But not only are you a Pisces, you're on the cusp of Aquarius. So the Aquarius sign, their superpower is that they communicate with spirit. Air equals spirit, first of all. The air signs are spirit. So, and then the Aquarius individual superpower is that they communicate with spirit. So, girl, that's why I'm saying you are super, super gifted, and you are a combination of two of the most gifted signs in the whole astrological chart. Okay. So, yeah, so, but I was just trying to say that, everybody has these gifts. Yes. So you know exactly what I mean when I say I don't have to know a person. If I meet a person and look them in their eyes, I can see beyond those eyes into the very soul of them. I can see if they're a good person, if they're a bad person, if they're a RAPIST, if they're a PEDO, if they're a KILLER, if they are thinking about being a KILLER, if they are SUICIDAL, I hope I spelled that right. if they are, if they have had it with life, if they what's their emotional state, their strengths, their weaknesses. You said stop reading my mind. Yes. Their strengths, their weaknesses, their good, their bad, everything. All the things they try to hide with the mask that people present themselves as every day, I see straight beyond it into the pit of their soul of who they really are when they're doing their best attempt to hide that. I see it like as easy as pie. So yes, you know what I mean. That's the water sign's power. Okay. Yes. Yup. Yup. And they don't even have to say a word. I could just see it. I could see it through a picture. If I seen a picture of a person, I could see who they are through the picture. Okay. They'd be like, how do you do that? I don't know how I do that. That's my gift from God. So yeah. So back to yeah, I think I said everything that I got a problem with in Roger's police statement. But yeah, the last thing I want to touch on one more time, which is Then he had a nerve to go to Daniel's sister's house before anyone knew that Daniel was missing. Yup. Oh, yours is in the pit of your stomach, it tells you. That is called your soul. No, not the solar plexus, the pit of your stomach. But I almost want to say it's your stomach, which is responsible for gut reactions. You ever heard that saying? Gut reactions, knee-jerk reactions. That is where your solar plexus dwells because that is where the most boldest emotions come from. So, yeah, just a little food for thought. But yeah, so um, so when people say knee jerk reactions and all that stuff, that's where yours come from, the solar plexus. Okay, but yeah, but just for food for thought, the signs that are ruled by the sacral chakra, which is the second chakra from the root chakra, is the next chakra up. The orange chakra is the sacral chakra, and that's responsible for um I don't wanna say intimate, but closeness, um, intimacy, it could equal out to sexuality, but it's not exactly that. It just means bonding, closeness, things of that nature. Hold on, let me see if I can remember. Um Yeah, like it does have a lot of desire and stuff like that. Kundalini energy, which um is a rising feeling that starts from the base of your spine to the crown chakra or whatever. Is responsible for that. It's responsible for relationships and bonds and stuff like that. But it also represents the water element. So that would be us. You know what I'm saying? So that's the one that's connected to us, the sacral chakra. So it's about the emotions, kind of. So yeah. Do I have an IG? I don't. I don't have IG. I'm one of the last people in the world. I'm one of the last people in the world who really don't. I have an IG, but I don't use it. I don't go on it because I really am not into social media like that. I mean, I only do this. I probably need to branch out and connect this to IG, but I just don't feel like all that. It's too much hassle for me. I don't know. Maybe it's not as hard as I think it is. So I'm like self defeating myself before I find out how easy it is or something. But yeah, I do have Facebook, but I don't even use that. I don't even look on it. I really don't. Like I just got Facebook on April of 2020, and I had got it for a specific reason. First of all, it was because we sat down because of Corona, and then um, it was because I was supposed to be doing some. It was something to do with some music person, some type of connection or link up that I was trying to do, and I only could do it through social media. So I did it through Facebook because that's where I seen it at. So that's the only reason why I had started it up. And if I would have never seen that, I would have never even did that. I probably would still not have it. So yeah. Okay. I'm watching. I'm watching. I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna take a screenshot of it if you do leave it up there. Oh, that's all it is, your name? Okay. It's okay. You underscore new one. Okay. You knew one. Instead of you lost one, you knew one. Okay, you knew a real one. That's cute. So yeah, but so what was I what was I oh that all right, so the problem I had with him showing up at it, first of all, he showed up at the sister's house with nobody knowing that Daniel was missing. Trust me, nobody said that Daniel was missing. No one. No one reported this man missing. The reason why anybody first thought that Daniel was missing is because this fool Roger showed up at Daniel's sister house acting like he in a frenzy, trying to find Daniel. I feel like he knows exactly where Daniel is. He knows exactly where he is. And he showed up talking about, have she seen Daniel? That made her get worried. And then him saying that they was looking for him on a job. The job didn't report him missing. The job didn't call none of his parents or his family because that was not the case. Roger created all this scenario. And you got to stay focused and know who to focus on, you know? And the person to me is personally Roger. He is the problem. And I believe now that I realize that Roger's the one that I should have been focused on, I felt like that the reason why Kenneth lied must be that Kenneth knows Roger in some type of way. And Roger either paid him or coerced him or bribed him in some type of way to lie. For what? Or it could be the possibility that Kenneth is just a pathological liar that was lying for attention. Who knows why he lied? Because Daniel did not show up. It's on the voicemail. If you pay attention to Mr. Robinson's live when he got the voicemail messages and he played them, it shows Kenneth saying it was some huge main break or something, and the people are out here trying to clean up all this water, gallons of water, and he will call him if he has to come in today because it don't look like they're gonna be. But if they do, he will call him, which he never. Well, judging by whatever type of digital uh forensics or digital footprints they was going by, he never called him back. He never called him back. So obviously he wasn't to come into work. So he said, do you know which live that is? Mm. Matter of fact, it's not a specific live. Mr. Robinson had literally made um a separate a separate video only publicizing the phone calls. And it had a phone call from Kenneth and maybe two phone calls from Roger. So you get to hear Roger's voice too. So I think it's two, I don't know. I think it's two phone calls from Roger. I don't know why I don't remember his voice though. But yeah, because Roger was trying to cover his tracks, and he called at around 6 o'clock talking about, now remind you, he went to Daniel's sister house about 3 o'clock in the afternoon or something, talking about Daniel's missing. Nobody was talking about Daniel being missing then. So that's the first red flag with him and that BS. So the second one is that hold up, what did he say? Um I can't remember right now. But yeah, um we heard him talking on that it's a specific video that, so look in the videos and not the lives. You heard me? Cause that's how YouTube is separated by lives and then videos. So look at the specific video and it's not the live. And it will say the voicemail messages or something like that. Because that's when he first got the voicemails off of his son's phone. And it said, oh, you seen it? You found it already? I should have known you was on it. But yeah. So yeah, it's on the videos. But anyway. But yeah. But I had a problem with him. So first he goes to uh Daniel's sister house at around 3 o'clock in the afternoon talking about, have you seen Daniel? So nobody has reported Daniel missing yet, mind you. Okay. Keep that in mind. Then he goes and calls Daniel and leaves a voicemail like, Daniel, buddy, if it's anything that is wrong, just call me. You need somebody to talk to, call me. Now, my opinion of that message was that he was trying to create some type of narrative that Daniel was feeling down or acting weird or like uh suicidal, if you ask me. That's the narrative he was trying to create, if you ask me. And he left that at 6 o'clock p.m., but you already knew Daniel was missing. So why you calling him up like it's unnormal? Like, yo, like all his movements don't make sense. That's the person that you need to pay attention to. He got the most weirdest, shadiest, jankiest movements, suspect movements than anybody that's on that whole entire police report is him. Okay. Um, I just had the biggest feeling that it's him. And I knew Kenneth was lying, but that's the only thing that it proves is that he's lying. Just like Caitlyn. That's the only thing that it proves is that she's lying. Yes, she tried to create a scenario that Daniel just couldn't get enough of her. That's just became so just wildly crazy about her. But it's because you gave him some, girl. Stop playing with me. So anyway, that's the only reason why a man would feel some type of way about a girl and be going after her like that. But she was trying to create it like that. She was leaving out voicemails. So like, I mean, text messages. So like, say for instance, Daniel has said to her, okay, so you said Thursday is a good day. I'm gonna come by on Thursday and get my it's like this little umbrella thing. I forgot what it's called. But it's like a little umbrella thing that you could set up outside, and you could put chairs underneath it and you chill and be protected from the rain or the sun or whatever you're trying to be protected from. So I forgot what it's called, but that's what he was trying to get. He had left it over there when he came over there. And so she said Thursday was a good day. So he's like, yeah, you said Thursday was a good day. So I'm gonna come over there on Thursday to get my whatever it is called. I don't think it's called an awning, but it reminds me of an awning. But anyway, so then she all of a sudden started talking about something. Daniel, you can't just because he said you weren't there on Thursday, so I just went and pulled it out of the side of the like it's like a side part of the yard where everything is leaning up against the fence. He just literally pulled the thing out of there right there. So he said, I just pulled it out of there. I just got my thing and pulled it out. And she like, Daniel, you can't just show up when you want to. Like he like stalking her or something. But but that wasn't what he was doing. He already made an appointment with you that Thursday. He was coming by to get his shit. So you try to make it a problem because I believe she was trying to control when he come back because she wanted some more. Don't get me started. She wanted some more. Don't get me started. Look, I know how a girl move. I know how we are, and I feel like she wanted some more. So she was trying to control when he come and go, and she was trying to make it seem like something else. But her real true intentions is to know when Daniel was coming through, and hoping that he come through when her situationship ain't there, so she can get some more. Look, call me crazy. That's what I believe. Okay, can't nobody convince me otherwise. And I even said that on somebody's channel. I don't know. I said I believe she was trying to police how Daniel come and go because she wanted seconds. Okay, that's what I said. So, a tent in a sleeping bag. I didn't know he had a sleeping bag over there, but I knew he had a. It's not exactly a tent. What is it called? It's bothering me so bad. But you see them outside all the time. Like I don't know where you live, but I live at a place where we have something called block parties. So our whole block be blocked off a certain day of the year, and we all just be cooking out and partying, but everybody has these things outside, and it's like an umbrella that is big enough to cover like the size of a dining room or some shit, like the size of a dining room, a small house dining room, and it's an umbrella big enough to cover that in a circle, and then you could put chairs underneath it so that it's blocking you from the sun, the rain, whatever goes wrong. And that's what it is. That's what I'm talking about. So, but I just cannot think of the name right now. It's really bothering me, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Yeah. No, I live Atlantic time. hmm I think it's Atlantic time. Eastern Standard Time. That's what it's called. Eastern Standard Time is what I go by on the clock. But yeah, so I had a problem with him. Uh, my suspect number one calling Daniel's phone like he didn't know where Daniel was when you already went. You was the first person out of everyone in Arizona to kind of report Daniel missing. You went to his sister's house talking about has she seen Daniel. Now you're the only person that was looking for Daniel. You made her worry, and then she called her father, which made him alerted. And now he's calling people. I don't think those people knew about Daniel supposed to be missing. So now he gotta go back and then now say that Daniel is missing at the job. Now he got to make contact with the job to try to create the narrative that Daniel was missing at the job. Yes, that's good enough. A canopy is pretty good. Yeah, that's another name for it. That's another name for it. Yep. So yeah, that's another name for it. That's not the name I'm looking for, but that's good enough. It's like that's exactly what it is, like a canopy, but it's covering. It's like an umbrella, and it's a circular, big circular design. That's exactly what it's like, but it's made of a different type of material than canopy necessarily, but it's made to withstand the rain and stuff like that. You know how them beach umbrellas be made out of that material? Like that. So that type of material. Yeah. Gazebo. Yeah, I think that's what it could be called. I think it could be called a gazebo because I've seen parks have things that it look just like a gazebo. So it might be called a gazebo. I don't know. But it looks just like a gazebo. When I think gazebo, that's what I'm talking about. Exactly that. Yup. So, but Daniel called it something else. He didn't call it a gazebo, but that's okay. But anyway, those are my feelings about these situations. Um, these are the ways that I feel like LE law enforcement have failed Daniel's case. They have almost looked the other way and never tried to investigate this case. Um, I feel like Mr. Robinson should sue them when all is said and done. Um, because they more than hindered and hampered his son's investigation. Um, Also something I seen right with the mom. I seen a mom on something like I think it was Red Kitchen Table Talk or whatever that's called. Whatever that's called with Jada Pinkett with entanglement and all that. Um, Whatever that's called, that show. Um, I personally believe that Daniel's mom, she was on there. I think it was that show. But Daniel's one of the shows, and she was talking about she had dreams that Daniel was saying he was in a certain location. I believe that truly was Daniel coming to his mom, but I don't believe she was saying that she was in a certain location. I believe he was, so she was saying that Daniel was saying that, Mom, I'm here, and something like that, and that she would get up out of her sleep and feel like she need to go search somewhere to see where Daniel is. But that's not what Daniel was saying. Daniel was saying, Mom, I'm right here with you. I will never leave you, Mom. That's what he was saying. That's what I believe. And I just feel like she just slightly misunderstood the information, just a slight misunderstanding, but it didn't mean you didn't talk to your son. You talked to your son. That cord, that bond, that invisible cord between a mom and a child, that bond can never be broken, even if they're not on this earth anymore. Whatever, whoever leaves first, it will never be broken. Ever, ever. Trust me, I know. So, um, that's how I feel about that. And I feel like mom literally was talking to her son. She thought he was telling her to search somewhere, but he was saying, Mom, I'm right here with you always. That's what he was saying. So I guess I don't know if anybody have any questions. You got any questions, babe? If anybody got any questions, oh, you're more than welcome to hit the link too if you wanted to. I might have to put it back up. Let me see. Hold up. Let me try to go pin it. Let me see if I can pin it. Let me see if I can pin it. I'm gonna try to pin it. Oop, oop, oop. Let me turn this down. Oh crap. Dang. I can't go back to the beginning. No. Dang. Uh oh, you said you ain't coming up. Okay. No problem. Is that what you're talking about? You're not coming up? You saying no ma'am that you're not coming up? That's what you're saying? Or that you have no questions? Either one, it's fine. But yeah, so I think at this point, I think I said everything that needed to be said. If anybody has any questions that they want answered, you're more than welcome to put it in the chat. Or I would have said hit the link, but I don't even think I can get back to the link. Let me see. Oh, maybe I can. Maybe I can. Ooh, let me see. Shoot, that's not what I was trying to do. Crap. Darn it. Why is the what uh I can't do it this way. Let me see. All right, let me see that. The three, but dang, I can't do it. Never mind. Ah! So, but yeah, I was trying to put that back down there. I could probably get the link and put it back down there like this. Let me do it like that. If somebody here. Oh, so I had tried to go to my phone. Let me take this off of this live. I gotta come out of here. Yeah, I'll put it back down there. Oh, I should pin it now since I'm on my phone. Wait. So I'm on one tablet and one phone. So I'm on two different things. I'm gonna pin this, but I don't even know why I'm doing that because I'm practically almost done. So if nobody had no questions, I'm gonna be done. That's how. So that's how we gonna handle that. But I guess nobody has no questions. You said what kind of phone do I have? I'm not on my phone. This one right here, what I'm doing a live on, I'm on a tablet. So I'm not on the phone. I was trying to go to my phone to pin it because for some reason I only could pin the comment on my phone instead of on my tablet, which is weird. But I don't know. I don't know why. Ooh, ooh, she up there. Hold up. Yeah.
I'm back here. I'm like, she doesn't know I'm back here, does she?
girl, I seen the private chat. I'm like, oh, it's a private chat message. Then I look down and it was up there. I said, oh crap, she up here. How are you today, Missy? Yes. It's good to talk to you.
Yeah, it's nice to talk to you too. I've been trying to contact you. I left you messages in your chat, in your comments. I was like, oh, she's ignoring me. I'm trying to ask her something.
No,
This was like,
no.
I think it was like a year ago, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I think it was like a year ago when you started talking about Daniel being your brother and all that. I was like, girl, answer me.
I don't know. I must have missed them. They must have.
It was a lot of stuff going on in my head with these people. At first I was thinking, okay, Caitlin, right? And then I said,
Yeah,
nah, I don't think it's Caitlin. And I agree with you about the things that they did. Um, and I really think that she had a boyfriend, and
yep,
she was getting caught up in the triangle type of thing, if you know what I mean.
right, yep,
And and then the next one was the guy that he went to work with. That was Kenneth, right? Kenneth?
yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
Kenneth. He was like, "Oh, you're acting weird. How do you know how somebody's acting if you don't know them?" That's just like me coming
Right,
up to you and going, and you give me a look, and I'm like, "Oh, you're acting weird," but I don't even know you. Like, how in the heck am I going to know you're acting weird? I would have to have known you to be able to
right.
say you're acting a certain kind of way, right? And then the
Exactly.
other one is Roger.
Yes.
Roger was supposed to have been there for him, but what I'm trying to find out is, did he have the keys to his place? That's what I want to know.
I, I believe that when Daniel went missing, that he has the keys now to Daniel's place because he went to the door. Remember that?
Yeah,
He went to
because
the
who
door,
tore his
knocked on
room
the
up?
door.
Who tore his room up? His dad said
Yes,
he's meticulous.
yes. And remember he said that they said Roger said that he went to the door to knock on Daniel's door again around 6 or 7 o'clock p.m. So he calling and knocking on his door when you the first person to alert everybody that he went missing. So what's wrong with that picture? I
And
feel like he already
also,
had the keys.
you guys are close enough to you have his keys because his
Yup.
dad's all the way in Carolina, right? His sister, she lives close, but not that close. And that's another situation right there that I'm kind of like iffy about as well. But I mean, I don't know her. Like, I don't
Ooh,
know the girl. I never talked to the sister.
let me ask, girl, you wouldn't believe me if I told you I seen his sister. Somebody showed me a picture of his sister, and I'm not talking about on this earth, okay? I
Oh.
seen his sister before. I seen a picture of her as a little girl. I
Hmm.
seen sister in my head, and that she has like you know how girls are doing this mohawk cut where
Yeah.
it goes up in the middle, and then
Hmm.
like the sides are gelled down, and that's
Hmm.
how she wears her hair. I don't know this to be true. It could be true. It might not be true, but the ancestors keep telling me that it's true, that that's how she wears her hair. I have not seen her in her grown years, but I believe that's how she looks. She's a little thicker than she looked as a child, but
Hmm.
she still has the same similar face. It's a picture of Daniel and her posing together or somewhere, but
Yeah, I
as a
seen it.
child.
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but now she's thicker and she wears her hair up like kind of like it's to imitate a mohawk, and the
Yeah.
sides are gelled down. And I would love to know if she really does wear her hair like that because I was shown that. I don't know why, but yes, to insinuate that that's what she looks like now.
Hmm.
So, hmm but what did you say right before we was talking about the sister? Um, because I'm supposed to be asking the ancestors this. Something you said.
Oh, you talking about the Kenneth, or are you talking about Roger having the keys?
Oh,
Having the keys.
yeah, that's what I want to know. Daniel, did you? Ooh, let me not do that because I don't want to give nobody. Uh, let me just change that. God, Did Daniel give Roger any keys? No. He does not have the keys to his house.
He doesn't have a
So
key
if
to his apartment. It's an apartment.
so, nope, nope.
Oh.
And if he does have it, it would be from another way. From when they were in the car together, he
Hmm.
retrieved Daniel's keys. So if he was ever seen going into Daniel's place, it's because he took Daniel's keys off of Daniel's person. Okay?
Oh wow.
Yes, that's what I
Okay.
believe.
What about the sister? Does the sister have the keys?
Does Daniel's sister have keys? Yes, Daniel's sister has keys, but she would have never gave them to that fool coming to her house out of the clear blue. So she would have went and seen if he was okay.
Because the
Not
reason why I'm asking you this is she went to his apartment and she said she couldn't get in.
really.
Yeah. It was talked about.
Oh, I didn't see that part. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to that because
Mhm.
I'll never think about the sister in no suspect way.
Because
Because
remember, okay, uh remember where the sister Daniel had called the sister, right? I think I
mm,
forgot what day that was. I think the sister, yeah, they found that she contacted him,
right,
and she said he was playing a joke on her or something.
I don't know. Uh, I kind of remember that. uh, Um, I
But he
can't
said
remember.
he was just kidding. He was making it seem like an emergency, but he was kidding.
Yeah, because of it was almost like they was testing out. They had a code word or something,
Right,
and they was
exactly. So
testing out the code word.
why is she not able to get in his apartment if she has his keys?
Did she said that she wasn't able to get in
She obviously couldn't get in there because she said she went knocking
there? I don't know.
to check on her brother. She never
Mm,
said she went in to check. She never went in. Because if she would have went in, she would have seen if that house was a Ray, or if that room was a Ray before anybody got in there,
yeah, yeah,
right?
that would have been good too. But
Hmm.
yeah, I don't remember that part. I just do not remember that part. Oh man. But I do remember Roger saying that he knocked at that door and that he wasn't able to get in, which I don't believe.
That
I
I
believe
remember too.
he had Daniel Keys and he said he looked through the cracks of the window to see if he seen anybody there and he didn't see anybody there. I
I
don't
remember.
believe that.
Yeah, I remember that too.
Mhm. Yup.
Hmm.
But yeah, yup. So everything he says to me sounds very suspect. And when you go back and read that police report with his statement, you can go and read all the people that you think are suspect, and
Yeah,
then tell me which one you will come up with thinking that they are the person that did something.
I
Because
would.
Roger volunteered too much information, in my opinion, and the information set a scene for me
Yeah,
of
the,
what.
the one that's gonna get me is gonna be those conversations, the messages that were left.
Yes.
We could read. You could read in between the lines when somebody leaves a message. Come on now.
Yes, yes, yes. I feel like he did that for. I don't even know why he did that because he already went to Daniel's sister's house to
Hmm.
say that he was missing. So why are you then at 6 o'clock acting like you don't know that he should be home and you're talking about if anything's wrong, you can come and talk to me. He's still
Hmm.
trying to paint a scene in case the police would have found that to make it seem like he's just this great guy. Where
Yeah,
I'm looking at him as the
because that's just
suspect.
like me going to your house, knocking at the door, and then acting like I didn't
Leaving
even
a
come to
message.
your door. And
Yeah,
then,
and then
oh,
leaving
did
a
you see
message.
that? Did you see her? Have you seen Decorator lately?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
no. Oh, okay. Because I was wondering where she went, but then I was
right.
at your door. Like that doesn't make sense.
Exactly. Exactly. And he left the message at the same time as supposedly knocking at his door at 6 p.m. He
Hmm.
left the message the same time of being at the door. So what was you trying to do? Make some type of alibi, or what were you up to? What were you trying to do there?
Wow.
Like, yeah, it's really suspect with that guy for me.
So what about that situation? You said you left a message on the 28th of March. What year was that? That was last year or the year before?
No, 2022. 3
2022.
328, 2022 at like 9 something in the morning because the night before on 327, no, yeah, 327, 2022, I had a dream, and the dream, I really can't divulge the details of the dream because
You're online.
right.
Yes.
So I don't want to um put anything out there like that. You know,
Well,
if
if you
we
don't mind, can we talk in private about it?
that's what I was about to say. If we in this live, if we in this live, I can actually talk to you about it. Like
Okay,
we can end
yeah,
this
go ahead
live,
and
right?
end it. We can stay in the
Okay,
backyard.
okay, y'all. So
Okay.
so
Bye,
um
everybody.
okay. So thank you for everyone who tuned in. You if you would like to donate to my channel. The Cash App is scrolling across the bottom. I also have a PayPal left in the description box. If you wish to contact me for any reason, you can contact me in the description box. I have my email in the description box, and I also have a text number that you can text me at in the description box as well. And thank you for busting it up with me, everyone. I appreciate you. I love you all. Mwah. Peace.
Bye.